They were not members. They were
What
not
do you
even
think
citizens.
about the Constitution?
I think the Constitution is one of the greatest legal documents
Do you
in
really?
human history. Absolutely.
So what's the first? Let's go through it, Rob. Just pull it up. Let's pull up the Constitution. Go for it.
I think it outlines a government that has been very effective, a government which allowed America to go from a series of fledgling colonies to a continental empire.
Can you pull up the Constitution, Rob? So what do you think about the freedom of religion?
I am in favor of freedom of religion, especially in the context in which the Founding Fathers wrote it. There was no large population of Muslims or Hindus in America at the time it was written. This was primarily written between different sects of Christianity.
So meaning a lot's changed since then.
Some things have changed in terms of legislative policy, but not necessarily the proper ways to instill and defend a country.
How big was the Muslim religion in 1776, Rob? Can you Google this? How big was the Muslim religion these are people that are your
I'm aware
heroes.
that Thomas Jefferson went to war with Muslim pirates.
I totally get that. What I'm trying to find out is, because if you're talking about you love the Constitution, you love what it stands for.
I love its role as a document which has protected
freedom of religion is a way saying that other religions can coexist and other religions could not be white.
Well, that's also important because we had immigration policy made by the legislative branch outlined in the Constitution, which for hundreds of years precluded immigration from places which were largely Christian and largely European. And once that changes, it's much more difficult to say that Congress shall make no law about anything in particular.
Yeah, but it contradicts what you're saying. What you're saying is if the Constitution is a beautiful... Do you think George Washington was Christian? I'm curious to know where you're at with that camp.
Yes.
Thomas Jefferson, you think he was a Christian?
Jefferson is commonly historically understood as a deist. So
he's known as a deist.
Yes.
Okay, we're on the same page. Yes. Okay. Where are you at with Benjamin Rush?
Benjamin Rush, I would assume he was also a Christian.
Okay.
I'm not familiar exactly with his religious beliefs.
So freedom of speech, great.
I'm in favor.
Freedom of assembly.
Obviously,
great.
I practice that.
Freedom of religion opens it up. So
Congress
maybe
shall make no law. I agree with that.
Yeah.
The government itself should not adopt an official religion.
I know, but what that does do is then maybe to be congruent with your beliefs, then maybe it is, I think they screwed up when they put freedom of religion.
I don't.
Really?
No.
But then that attracts Muslims. That attracts others to come here.
The issue was not with the Constitution, but with the immigration policy. Immigration policy was opened up in 1965, not 1784.
What's your point?
The point is that immigration policy allowed for all of these different people. And the reason...
You think Muslim wasn't here prior to that?
Not
you
very
think
many.
Other religions weren't here prior to that?
Not in any significant quantity,
Oh, it's
no.
not about significant. Of course,
Not enough to make a difference.
I get that, but compounding effect.